I think, just trying to find a rhythm, of playing and, Dario got in some foul trouble and all that. It was a very sort of disjointed type of game for the first game. And I give Boston credit. They forced a lot of that. But those are my sort of initial reactions, having just played the game.
You mentioned Dario and getting that foul trouble there. How much do you realize that you really do need Mike and need Wilson to
I mean, even without the foul trouble, you understand that. But, what you do is you have to put, Ben to a 4. You gave Markelle the ball a lot in the first half. Cove in the second half played some 4. And so we have answers. But as I said, it was, to me, it was not an untypical type of night at the start of the season, a first game, a typical type of first game, and we look forward to trying to grow this, and get healthy.
Because, I know what you said about the foul trouble and all that, but it just seems like whatever could go wrong went wrong. Like, he got in foul trouble, a lot of turnovers, a lot of jack threes. Guys just didn't perform.
I think, like, you look, let's use JJ. JJ had great looks at the start of the game, and you're right, we missed some shots. And some of our turnovers, it's true, I think we ended up with, 5 in the second half, something that was respectable. I think it was 16 or 17. We had 11, in that first half. And really, when you go back and you look at the actual turnovers, I bet the very large majority were trying to force feed a post, trying to make that type of gut cut. And you're right, we had an off night for sure, but we're excited to go back to Philadelphia and, incrementally stay together and to grow this.
It looked like you had Embiid on Tatum at the beginning of the game. What was the reasoning behind that?
We switched a lot, so at times that is true. And I think that when you look at Joel, like defensively, I thought he did a really good job switching and moving his feet, and they're really hard to guard. I think what they have is playmakers, shot takers. They score the ball, and so most of the schemes that you end up in, you challenged a little bit. I thought that play that Jason had at the end, where I think we cut it to 7 or 9, he hit that bank shot, really, which put the game out of reach. But at times it's true. We did have him in our switch schemes on Tatum, somewhat out of the notion of Horford picking and popping, which bothered us a lot in the playoffs.
Brent, what did you think of Ben's performance, given he was playing those two kind of roles?
I thought Ben showed signs of just incredible athleticism and a confidence to shoot some jump shots. At times he was a part of the rest of us, where we were searching, we were forcing a lot. I thought when we moved the ball, we got good looks. We didn't make them, but we really did get good looks. That 18 assist number, I think, is the second lowest number of all last season. And some of it you credit the Celtics, some of it was, we got to do better of trusting what we've been doing and have been pretty good at. But I thought he was like everybody else, up and down.
You brought in TJ before Fultz in the second half. What are you looking for with that kind of a lineup, or bringing him in before?
Well, I'd always, declared to everybody that I was going to start JJ and go back to that group. And our memories of TJ, in this building against Boston are strong. He had a hell of a series last time we were here. And I think when you look at sort of the volume of minutes that Markelle ended up with, it's kind of where I expect him. Play half a game. I'm trying as best I can to get him the large majority of those as a point guard. When Ben went to the 4 in the first half with Dario's foul trouble, he did do that. But for all of those types of reasons. And as I said to everybody, and I'll say it again, Markelle's going to have steady, slow growth, and sometimes he's going to be just incredible. Other times he's going to be a part of the NBA at a very young age in a pretty good team. And, those types of situations may happen. And tonight it happened for those reasons.
It seems like these guys do a pretty consistently good job of making your entry passes difficult. What do they do, and how much is tied to a lot of those guys making the passes aren't really a threat to shoot off the dribble.
I think that that's fair, and I think some of it, Derek, I give credit to them just like overplaying lane, using their athleticism. They did bother us in the playoffs and some of the entries. Other bits are maybe a little bit where they're not as threatened, by some perimeter sort of problems that they can sag a little bit and do some things there. But it is true, and some of it's just basic fundamentals that we got to get better at, sort of a forearm and a fist, and creating better leads. And they're a really good team. You felt all of the Boston Celtics tonight.